didn't have much of anything. No toys. We would get toys donated to us, and they'd be defective toys. You had to have a sense of humor to play Scrabble with no vowels. How many points for g? The only kids I could play with were the ones who stuttered. It was crazy, man. It was crazy, man. Yeah, growing up on the plains in Nebraska, we couldn't play the same games there you play in the big city. We couldn't play hide and go seek, coyotes find you. Yeah, we get all those defective toys. We got the Monopoly game, no hotels, all the houses were repos. What do you get when you pass go in Monopoly? We got government cheese. We got the Operation game, all the organs had been sold off. Did you have a game called Candyland? Yeah, we had a game called They Took My Land. Hey!
Should have known that wasn't a garage sale. Man, I grew up poor. Everything I had was used. Right? Did you grow up poor? Anybody grow up poor? Chickens in the yard? We had chickens. We weren't even that poor. We were poorer than that. We had chicken. We had one chicken. You're either having eggs or chicken, but you're not having both when you have one chicken. That's a logistical issue. And everything we had was used. If you're poor, you go to Goodwill and garage sales. And I never even knew board games had instructions. Did you know that? They had instructions before we got them and had to look at the pieces that were left over and figure it out. Family rules, that's what they called it, family rules. And every family had different rules. Don't bring your rules to the sleepover, they don't apply. Hey man, you wanna play Monopoly? Yeah, let's play Monopoly. All right, cool, take your pants off. Everybody pants off, we're playing Monopoly. Family rules, man. Get the axe in the boiling water, let's do it. You ever read the instructions to a board game? It's not even close to how you've been playing it your whole life. I was like, this isn't a drinking game at all, Mom, you liar.
Yeah, that quarantine, when that first hit, you know, that's brutal. I'm home with my two kids, just doing all these childhood activities, you know, playing board games and doing puzzles and crying. We still haven't finished our puzzle. We lost interest about hour 85. And then board games. I like playing board games, you know, Monopoly and everything. But I will definitely jack up a Monopoly game. I'm not the most delicate of peace movers, you know. You thought you had some houses. There's a palsy earthquake coming through. Yeah, I have my kids move the pieces, and I regularly kick my son's butt in chess, and that's got to be pretty humiliating when you have to move yourself into check.
My son wants to play games now. Like, he's at the age like, where he wants to play board games. You play board games with the children? It's awful. I hate, like, when you're real little, you have games for them. Chutes and ladders, Candyland, fine. Up and down, all around, okay. My son wanted to play Monopoly. I don't even like it with adults. You ever played a whole game of Monopoly? I've never done it. I don't even know how the game ends. I think everybody just gets upset, starts throwing hotels and houses at each other. I want to be the car. Well, you're the thimble.
And it's because you're smarter. Like, I'm being real. Like, your brains handle more variables than ours with tunnel vision. So, ladies, when you talk to a man, be gentle. Understand what we got going on up here. Just checkers, just basic checkers. That's all we got. Just king me. That's all we got. And ladies, your brains, chess. Yeah. Except every piece on the chessboard is also playing a game of chess. Do you see it as...
I love living with her, but when you move in with somebody, you find out stuff about them you didn't know before, like things that they like. Like my wife loves game night, and I hate game night. Game night sounds fun. It's not. I can't stand it. Other people coming over, it's horrible. Games, worse, gross. But I'm like, sure, let's have people over. I'd love to, because I'm a good husband, and good husbands are super good at lying about stuff. So we had some friends over recently for game night, and I took it upon myself to take charge and ask them what kind of games they like. And I took out a variety of games. But on top of the games was Mad Libs. And my friend's wife saw it and was like, oh, Mad Libs, I love Mad Libs. Let's do Mad Libs. Let me tell you guys something. Mad Libs is the funnest way to find out that none of your friends know what an adverb is. Like, Mad Libs just becomes an English lesson that you are teaching after a while. So I was like, let's put that away. Let's play Connect Four. How do you guys do with fours? There's 2 colors involved. It's kind of tricky. We could also play tic-tac-toe. My wife's nephew asked me to play tic-tac-toe recently, and I was like, you idiot. I am going to destroy you every time. And it was great. It was the best hour of my life, because he was just like, let's do it again. I got it this time. And I was just like, all right, boom, idiot, get out of my face. Do you want to play Connect 4? No, I bet you can't even count to 4. Count. That's not a word. That's going in the special. My mother was an English teacher, and I still can't pronounce common words. It's pretty cool.
But I see myself turning into that guy. You know, the older I get, the more I complain about stuff. When you're in your 20s, you don't care about anything. Now, I'm just trying so hard not to be that guy. You know, the guy that, like, doesn't want to learn anything, so he just says everything. We didn't need any of that nonsense. You know what I'm talking about, that guy? He's like 85 years old. Don't give me all that. You and your stupid computers. But you watch that and you try to avoid that. But I gotta be honest, when my kids come home with a $400 game system, it's pretty hard not for me to just involuntarily blurt out whatever happened to Light Bright. You know, at some point I'm gonna say that. I would destroy you at Light Bright. It's not even competitive, but I would take you down. Because I have extra bulbs. That's how I win at Light Bright. Anybody have that game, Light Bright? When I was a kid, Operation was state of the art. How about that one, Operation? Oh my, it was like the pinnacle of technology. We should all just die today. Nothing will expand me on these capabilities. You're simulating surgery. Best part about that game, not just the fun of it, but it prepared you for the future, and you didn't even realize it while you're playing it. How about that? Prepared you for the future. And I'll give you an example. 3 days ago, I'm trying to get this piece of toast out with a fork while it's still plugged in. I pretended it was a left-wrenched ankle. And I don't burn toast.
Now these kids have all cool video games. Pew, pew, pew. We had Monopoly. You never won. Never lost. Game took too long to play. It was a waste of a week, wasn't it? The 5th day, you're like drooling on yourself. I don't want to play anymore. It's your turn. The only thing you cared about was having a cool piece to play with when you rolled the dice, because you didn't just hop, you acted out whatever you had. You were the car and you rolled a 12? I heard it. You're the dog, you're pooping on everyone's property when you go. You ever get stuck with a dumb piece? No, you know you're gonna lose? Well, I know I'm not winning this game. Why not? Oh, I don't know, Frank. Maybe because I'm a darn thimble, that's why! I'll sew my way to go. Even the iron's laughing at me.
We're gonna lose.
Shut up!
Why don't you kids go outside then if you can't handle a game?
And play on what, Mom? The swing sets? I'm not talking about the cool ones for the kids today with the ladders on the top, the clubhouse. I see you. No. Our swing sets. That rusty sewage pipe suicidal death trap swing set. There is nothing more frightening than the one you swung really, really high in the back legs. They flying out of the ground. You remember? Like, wee, you're my friend. Ah! Hanging from a tree. Someone just, whoa.
Wow, we're in Utah. This is my first time here, everybody. My very first time in Utah, and I've learned that this is a very exciting evening for you guys. I like to talk to people from Utah, and I say, so do you have fun here in Utah? You get a little defensive, like, we have fun. We have fun. You know, we'll break out a game of Twister occasionally. A couple of those legs and arms get a little close to each other. Isn't that right, Susan? Oh, don't you add me to this devil conversation you're having right now. Between you and him, I don't want to know about it.
It's okay, though. Breaking up is okay, you know? You get sad, but it's kind of an emotional roller coaster, right? Like, every little thing is like on the way up, like you start to feel it coming at the very top right before it happens. She just sits you down, she's like, hey, I liked you, and then I hung out with you, and now I don't. So, yeah, it's not you, it's being around you. We're broken up, and then it's just like the deep dive of the road is like, and then every curve is like a crying by myself, hanging out with friends so you don't cry by yourself, spending too much time alone so you go to a board game night at a local library and realize it's just for kids. So you pretend to be a volunteer and you lose to a 7-year-old at the game of life.
You gotta have fun, folks. Here's something fun you can do. Next time you're at a coffee shop, you see somebody working on their laptop, set your laptop right across from theirs and go, B7, B7. Hit or miss. What do we got? Hit or miss. All right.
I remember when I was a kid, my grandpa and I used to play a lot of board games together. Until he turned 81. And then he was no longer in the age range. We always liked Monopoly. And my favorite part of Monopoly, the game is only made by one company.
No, actually, I did grow up in a very religious household, and I liked it. We were a family, we loved each other, we played games together. Sometimes we'd play games and take the sin out of them. So, like, we'd play Monopoly, but not use any of the money. Just go around the board. And I'd be like, I landed on Pennsylvania Avenue, Mom. I've never been to Pennsylvania. And she was like, yeah, and you never will, because Utah's Zion. That's how we played board games. But my favorite all-time board game was Two Truths and a Truth. My favorite family-friendly, sinless game was Two Truths and a Truth. And you're probably wondering how I played it. Well, you would say 3 true things, and then the rest of the people would have to choose the most true one. So, for example, I could say Old Testament, New Testament, Book of Mormon. They're all true, but we know one is a little bit truer. That joke only works if like 45% of you are Mormons, but it worked out.